Oh, you can certainly, I can certainly stand in front of
We got everybody? Okay, welcome and thank you for coming. As you know, approximately 70,000 individuals died of overdose deaths in the United States in 2017. That number was greater than all the gun violence and motor vehicle accidents in the United States in that year. Of that number, 47,600 individuals died from overdoses due to opiates. As you know, heroin is an opiate. Last year, 2018, 38 individuals in Rockland County overdosed from drugs. Today, we announce the indictment of 11 individuals for drug trafficking in heroin in Rockland County. As you can see, we have today law enforcement who every day battles the illegal activity of drug distribution. We have the chiefs from the various departments in the county on trying to catch everybody, and we have the sheriff. I think we have Captain Goldstein from the state police, we have Chief Moore, we have Chief Wydell, we have Sheriff Falco, of course we have the county executive, Ed Day, who you're going to hear from shortly. We have Chief Murphy from Haverstraw. We have Russ Crawford, the head of the Narcotics Task Force in Rockland County. We have Chief McCullough from Clarkstown. We have Chief Wilson. We have from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I believe, Brian Kennedy. And we have Chief McNulty. Now, I want to thank all these individuals for their contributions to the success of this particular operation. But every day, they're fighting that battle, and they should be acclaimed for it. Now, I want to also recognize the Narcotics Task Force, particularly for all the work that they did, and the assistant district attorneys that were with them throughout the investigation. This investigation began back in June of 2018. At that time, the Narcotics Task Force received information that one Santos Alvarado was distributing drugs in Haverstraw, New York. By diligent police work, the investigators were able to go up the supply chain to Raymond De Jesus and Ernest Camacho. Not stopping there, they went further up the chain to Elio Duarte. Now, in December of 2018, Elio Duarte, his wife, Jeanette Tabito, and their daughter, Zenere Martinez, were making a delivery to Rockland County. Their car was stopped, and in that car was found over 3 pounds of heroin. About the same time, pursuant to a search warrant, a seizure and search was made in Bronx County at Mr. Duarte's apartment. There was seized 2.5 kilograms of heroin, $23,000 in cash, and numerous drug trafficking materials, including glassine envelopes and the stamps that these drug dealers use to establish and promote their brand of drugs. Those particular stamps in this case were Lucky Lady, True Religion, and Pitbull. Now, at this time, it's my privilege to ask the county executive, Ed Day, to step up and address you.
Thank you very much, District Attorney Galeese. I offer a view through a lens of being a former law enforcement commander. And this is one of the reasons why I am very supportive of our law enforcement personnel and our prosecutors for the efforts they take every day to keep this county safe. I want to applaud the efforts of all the people who have been involved, the District Attorney's Office, the Town of Haverstraw Police Department, and the County Drug Task Force for getting these dangerous drugs out of our communities. These are drugs that are killing our young people. Their efforts are a critical part of the comprehensive approach we are taking to combat the opioid epidemic. Rockland County will continue to drug take-back days, Narcan trainings, and partner with the local health organizations to ensure the people affected by this deadly addiction get the help that they need. But integral to all the efforts are our law enforcement people and the work they do. I'm a former youth coach. I've already seen young people who I coached over 20 years leave us because of this epidemic. And it's a sad thing to see young people taking so early and not to see their lives come to full fruition. But taking these 11 off the streets is yet another step in the right direction in protection and service to our communities and the people who reside in them. And I know we are going to continue to approach this from every angle that we can, whether it be education, enforcement, training. We will be doing everything possible to make sure, as Kevin had said earlier, we impact upon the lives that are being lost to the scourge of drug use. So with that, again, I want to congratulate all who are involved and express my appreciation and my unwavering support of these efforts, because that's what the people of Rockland County deserve, and that's what you're delivering. So thank you so much for your work.
At this time, I would ask Chief Peter Murphy to step up to address you about this particular thing, because the major impact was in his jurisdiction in Haverstraw.
Thank you, Mr. Galeese. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank Acting District Attorney Kevin Galeese, the Chief of Detectives Russell Crawford, and the Director of Narcotics Task Force Al Drake for the investigation into the distribution of heroin in Haverstraw. I would also like to thank the many officers from the task force and other agencies for their participation in this investigation. I'd also like to thank Judge Tom Zigaby, who was also District Attorney at the time during this investigation. The Haverstraw Police Department was involved in this investigation by providing support to the Narcotics Task Force. That support comes in several ways. One is that officers in our police department are assigned to work with the task force. Another way is that our department's Special Operations Unit are at times assigned to the task force for extra manpower. And another way is our patrol division is assist the task force whenever there's a uniformed presence that's required. This investigation put a dent in the heroin trade, and it took a lot of heroin off the streets, which we believe may have saved lives. Thank you.
As you may have noticed, there are photographs on the left wall over here. Some of those photographs will be displayed for your viewing, in addition to which I'm going to ask now Al Drake, the under commander of the Narcotics Task Force, to come up and to describe for you what you would see in those photographs. Al, would you step up?
Photographs starting next to the door over there are from the location down at Duarte's apartment down in the Bronx. The first bag over there were just glassines that were filled with heroin that were not bundled up yet. They were just waiting to be packaged up to go. The bag itself weighed 2.5 pounds. Underneath it, you'll see the $23,000. And then the next picture over would be the trap underneath the refrigerator where he hid the heroin and the money. The black wrapped package was, and the green was the 2 kilos that was located down there. The next picture going over is the car stop as he was coming up to make a delivery to 2 of the individuals that were arrested today. And the last ones are the stamps themselves. The stamps were J-Lo, Sexy Lady, and True Religion were the 3 stamps that they use in their operation.
Thank you, Al. I would point out that the package of drugs that you see in the green are drugs that are already prepared for sale. There's approximately 4,000 glassine envelopes ready for sale. Now, at this time, we'll take some questions as long as they're limited to this particular operation. Any questions?
Are these drugs manufactured right here in town, or where do you think they're manufactured?
Well, let me say this. The drugs were brought in to have a straw. Where the drugs originally came from is a matter of continuing investigation.
I see that there looks like there's some photos that are covered, or is the investigation?
That's part of the continuing investigation.
Are you still searching for a couple more people involved in this?
We have arrested the 11 people involved, okay? Some have been arraigned, some will be arraigned tomorrow. But the 11 have or will be are in custody. Some have made bail.
Is this the only operation of this size in the county?
Well, let me tell you, the battle against drug trafficking goes on every day. The sieges of the amount of heroin are extraordinary. You have over 3 pounds in a car. You have over 2.5 kilograms in an apartment. That is quite a substantial seizure. I wish every day we could take this amount of drugs off the street. Okay, I would, one last appeal, and that is to the people out there, that if you see something, call the police. If you believe there's a narcotics transaction, you can call the police. You can go on the district attorney's website and find a way to send an anonymous text where you don't even have to identify yourself, just send us the information. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can let them get the picture first.
Why do they have the labels? What does that represent? The J-Lo, Foxy Lady?
It's just a brand name. If you have a good product and you keep it going, people ask for that product. It's your identification stamp. That's all it is.
So this identification stamp is something that you would see throughout the United States, or something that's on the East Coast?
A lot of them come up with no stamp on it whatsoever. Any area itself, if the person has a good product, they want an identity.
Okay.
People now are asking for J-Lo. How's a good product?
So this J-Lo, that's a stamp that's on the bag?
It's on the glassine envelope itself.
So over here, that is
They're glassine envelopes.
Okay, got it. How big is that package? Is that like a sandwich bag?
That's just a bundle.
No, but on the right, is that a sandwich bag?
No, they're just little glassine.
Oh, they're little.
They're individual. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
individual servings.
Okay, oh, jeez. What does that sell for on the street, individual serving?
You get up here. You can get a bundle of 10 for $80 to $90.
That will supply a guy for a whole week?
Depends on your habit. No, depends on your habit. Some people will run through 10, 20 a day.
Wow. Holy.
Hardcore.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Addiction with coffee.
Okay.
See, I knew you getting closer to the questions, right?
You knew I was getting closer to the door.
Sorry.
Is it okay if I,
Yeah, of
get up?
course.
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna
I'll
ask
put a nice
you.
little light on it.
100%. Questions you ask.
Can I get closer to the camera here? Oh my God.
Okay. Where'd he go? Oh. You may, I don't know how you're gonna talk about behind you, but yeah, maybe that way first, and then we'll go the other way. Okay.
Way over here.
Okay. Do you have a?
Oh, great, thank you.
Oh, it's okay. I can do it. Okay. Wait, am I gonna be in your?
Closer, don't you think?
Me come closer?
Oh, he can come a lot closer.
Well, I just want to be able to talk about those though.